You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome to another episode of Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. This is day 89, and we're exploring the art of attention. The Stoic teacher Epictetus stressed to his students, quote, "When you relax your attention for a short while, don't imagine that you'll be able to recover it whenever you please, but bear this in mind, that because of the error that you've committed today, your affairs will necessarily proceed far worse in every respect. To begin with, and most seriously of all, a habit of inattention will grow up in you, and then a habit of deferring any effort to pay attention. So you should be aware that you'll be constantly putting off to an even later time a happy and appropriate way of life, a life that is in accord with nature and will remain so." Unquote. And this passage is adapted from Discourses 4.12. Attention is a critical aspect of any philosophy of life, and Epictetus, along with many others, stresses the importance of consistent attention. Attention is easy to lose and difficult to regain. Yet, all this talk about attention could lead one to ask, to what things should I pay attention then? Epictetus responded, in the first place, to those general principles that you should always have at hand, so as not to go to sleep, or get up, or drink, or eat, or converse with others, without them, namely, that no one is a master over another person's choice, and that it is in choice alone that our good and evil lie. Unquote. Our choices and principles apply to every aspect of life. Every day and every moment requires attention. Epictetus asked, does an inattentive carpenter carry out his work with greater precision? Does an inattentive helmsman steer his vessel more safely? Stoic philosophy demands attention and humility. It requires an understanding of how challenging it is to live well. The Roman philosopher Musonius Rufus, Epictetus' teacher, explained that the person who claims to be studying philosophy must practice it even more diligently than the person who aspires to the art of medicine or some similar skill, since philosophy is more important and more challenging to grasp than any other pursuit. As a daily exercise, I invite you to reflect or journal on the art of attention. You could ask yourself, what would it mean to maintain my attention consistently? Or how might my life improve with greater, quote, attention to my principles and choices? Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.